What's up guys, I'm James, and welcome back to the Great Gambino Watch Reviews. Today we are looking at the WMT Vintage Root Beer GMT Custom Rolex 1675 Homage. Over the years, I've collected many watches in an attempt to scratch the Vintage Root Beer GMT itch. I picked up the Squally 1545 Heritage, a brown tone Orient Kamasu, and I've even tried putting a custom one together myself. Every time they were either not aesthetically close enough to the vintage style I wanted, or in the case of the one I put together myself, it just felt cheap. That's why when I first discovered on the WMT Instagram page that they would be releasing a model that's as close to the classic as you can probably come without dishing out the $10,000 for the original, I was more than happy to place a pre-order reserve at just under $600. After a few months, the watch finally arrived. The WMT site is constantly making custom versions of various vintage watches. Most of what they make are short-term limited runs, but if you are interested in browsing their selection, I will have a link down below in the description. Let's take a look at the package presentation and marketing. Everything comes enclosed in this outer white box that has a company logo and information on the front. Once we remove it, we get to the next layer revealing this tan box with a company label on it. On the side there's a convenient ribbon that makes it easy to slide the box open, exposing the contents inside. The first thing we see is a card that has warranty information on one side and a user manual on the back. If you remove this thin layer of foam protection, we get to take our first look at this vintage root beer. You will notice there is one compartment to the right side that has a tool provided for removing links or the entire bracelet. Just above that is a small corked tube containing 2 extra spring bars. This can also be used to hold a few removed links if needed. Let's remove the watch from the box and take a closer look. Real quick, I'll give you the measurements. We have a case width of 39mm. Lug to lug is going to be 47mm. If you would like to change out the band, it's 20mm. And we have a case thickness of 15mm. The crown is gold and has the WMT triangle logo on it. This can be screwed down, and when secured, this piece offers you 100 meters of water resistance. The bezel is a big selling point for any fan of a root beer toned piece. Just like the 1675, you have the split color combo that makes up AM and PM hours, with the top portion having a brown almost burgundy color and the bottom half being in gold. All the numbers are in the opposing color, and along the edge you have more gold trim to match the crown, and while adjusting the position, I discovered that it is a bidirectional friction style bezel, and what that means is that there is no clicking and it glides smoothly left or right. This watch stays true to the original with its double-domed acrylic crystal, gives it that warm vintage feel, and should gain character as you wear it and mild scratches set in. It's similar to the Hesalite on a Speedmaster, so you can always buff it out if you need to. If you want to know more about using Polywatch to fix scratches on acrylic, I will have a link to my video showing this down below. One of the things I like about acrylic is that it does a great job deflecting glare and will not need an air coating unlike sapphire. Getting close in on the dial is where things get interesting. With this being a vintage style watch, WMT has put in extra work with their artistic technique of aging, such as the Mercedes style handset along with the GMT hand and all of the indices surrounding. You can see the tarnished look that makes it appear as if the watch is 50 years old. They even use what is referenced as nipple indices for this piece, further matching the 1675. And at the 3 o'clock, we have a date window that has been magnified by the Cyclops eye. The dial itself is matte brown, which pays homage to the first generation of Rolex Root Beer GMTs. As the next waves were released throughout the years, they switched to a brown sunburst dial. Powering this piece is a Seiko NH34. It's a 24 joule movement that can be hand or manual wound. It vibrates at 21,600 beats per hour, has the added GMT hand function, and a power reserve of 41 hours. When it comes to the case, the top of the lugs are brushed, leading into the chamfered edge and a fully polished side flank. The lugs slightly curve down to comfortably fit the wrist, and they are also drilled, so changing out the band will be no problem. Flipping around back is not too overly exciting. We have the company logo, model number, and some basic information about the watch that has been engraved into the stainless steel case back. The 5-link Jubilee bracelet has gold-plated center links with silver on the edges and a nice taper. The links are solid and have screw-down pins, but the end links are hollow. The clasp has more WMT branding, and when we open it up, you can see that it is pressed, which is keeping in line with how the original was made. You should be able to get a perfect fit with this bracelet because there are many micro adjustments provided. But let's go ahead and take a look at the lume. I am not 100% positive what type of lume was used, but there is coding on the indices, hour, minute, second, and GMT hands. Overall, the lume is not great and wears off pretty quick, but I will say that the handset is a slightly brighter green and lasts a little bit longer than the indices. And here's a side-by-side shot next to an American quarter to give you a better representation of the scale. And here's a shot of the watch on my 6.75 inch wrist. Due to the short lug to lug, it is a great fit and I think the size is perfect for me. But let's go ahead and cut to the outdoor shots so I can show you that natural light reflection.
Go, Gambino! Great Gambino!
Overall, I am pleased with this piece and I'm happy that I made the purchase. If I can change anything, I would like it to be a little bit thinner. I feel the acrylic crystal sticks out a little too much, and if it was reduced, then the combination with the bezel and case would not feel so bulky. But the H details in combination with the rich brown and gold color scheme are exactly what I want them to be, and I will hopefully enjoy this watch for many years into the future. So that's going to wrap up this review. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button on your way out, as it really helps me push this channel forward. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next one.